G'day, it's Jason here from In Search of Australia. Today I'm back in Sofala to have a little bit of a collaborative, friendly competition with cripple fossicking. Hayden's already set down the challenge of 6 pans and 1 bucket from Rocky River against my 6 pans and 1 bucket from Sofala. Let's see how we go. What I'm going to do is 6 test pans, so to speak, or 6 pans I should say, and empty those into the bucket. Once I've sort of sifted it in the pans, then if I've found a good spot, I'm hoping I have, because you never know, I'm going to fill the bucket with whatever else I can get and then put the entire contents through the sluice. That way I know I've got exactly the same amount, well, relatively the same amount as what Hayden had done. So let's do the first pan. Now the area I'm actually digging in, it's bedrock going down deeper into the river, and I'm trying to find the edge of it. Which isn't always that easy. Okay, that'll be pan number 1. Hoping for a little more than that, but that's where we start. I'm thinking pan number 2 is going to be a cracker. I hit clay layer and shaved a lot off the top of it. So this is pan number 2. I'm going to look really silly if there's not a lot in here. I still think it's a cracker, but we'll see. One of the catches here is that there's quite a lot of sort of thick silt on the base layer, and then this yellow clay. You sort of want the yellow clay to the grey silt, but you end up with a lot of the grey clay, or grey silt I should say. Not as much as I thought, but there's still a lot there. So one of the techniques I do is I leave the heavies up here, and the light stuff that's swirled around, I just double check by panning on its own down the bottom, sending it through the riffles. I have caught gold this way. No, all still up here. Okay, moment of truth. So not bad, not as good as I'd hoped, but the flakes are definitely getting bigger. Haven't quite got to the clay, but I think this one's going to be as good. Pan number 3. Pan 3 looks pretty good. So what I've learned here and at Nundle is that if you can find some bedrock leading into the river, you find the deepest point of the bedrock, and if there's a riffle, that's where the bigger gold is. So the last pan, the third pan, had the bigger flakes, and that's somewhere along here. So I'm feeling for the bedrock, and then I feel for the edge going down river. Some more clay in there this time. So what I'm trying to do is feel the bottom of the crevice, because what's happening is the bedrock comes down and it dips down that way. I'm trying to get to the bottom of that dip. Oh. Almost lost it. There we go. So I've started just putting the pans in the bucket. That was 4, so I've got 2 more. To make it more interesting, I'm going to try and go even deeper and just see if my theory is correct. Let's see how number 5 goes. Flakes are getting bigger. Still not a bigger speck count, but I think my theory is proving correct. Okay, pan number 6, last pan. If I got it right, Hayden did 6 pans and then filled a bucket. So what I might do is check the 6 pans on their own, then I'll fill the bucket, check what I get with the bucket, and at least we've got the comparison, and then finally the total. Seems to be not bad at the moment. So from 6 pans, I think I'm in with a chance. Well, I finished the 6 pans, so 6 pans done. I'm now going to try the bucket. So I'm not going to have the benefit of checking as I go. What I might do is just be selective in which shovels I throw in there. But let's see how we go. I'm still going to try the crevice and the bedrock. Hey. Always a good sign if, I don't know if you'll see it. Try not to let it drop off. Ooh, almost slid off. There's a fleck of gold right there. So here's my bucket full. Okay, not quite a bucket full, but it'll be enough. So I'll have to set up the sluice. I'm still in 2 minds about sluices, well, particularly a sluice this size, and just panning. Easier, but the speed is about the same, if not slower, I think. So if I only include the sluice, that's all I got. So I'm a bit concerned about the sluice here. What I did notice when you pan this gold, because it's smashed so flat, it can move very quickly when caught by the water. And in the sluice, I could have lost quite a few flakes. But what I'll do is I'll add the 6 pans and the sluice's gold together, and that'll be my attempt. So here's my final amount. I'd have to compare the videos, but what do you think? Well, I think I've actually made a bit of a challenge there. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look at Hayden's video to be certain. So if you want to check yourself and make a judgment call, go to the link to his video in the description, and we'll wait and see what he says as well, and we'll have to agree which one got the most. But this is all about fun, and it shows that Sofala still presents gold, but I'm now going to try something different here. So you can stay tuned in the next episode where I try sniping. Hope you enjoyed.